to Chicas and Chisme. We are your hosts. I'm Carla.
And I'm Angelica.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome back.
We are happy to be here.
Yeah, we're very happy to be here.
Yeah. So what's new?
Not much. How was your week?
My week has been good.
Oh, that's good.
It's been ¿cómo se dice? Strange.
Strange.
Very strange.
Random.
Yes. Nothing personal, just at work. It's been very, very strange. But it's Thursday.
I know. The week
Excited.
went by fast.
Yeah. Time has gone fast.
My week has been good. It's been chill. I've been working from home. Just recovering from my wisdom teeth and, you know.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I've been good, though. Everything good. I'm excited that the weekend's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we getting into today? What are we talking about? What exciting topic do we have?
Oh, my goodness. I think we were going to talk about like the stages of relationships and like when is a good time to introduce your kids to your partner. So we were kind of talking about, you know, when you first start dating someone and, you know, it's so weird now, you know, because obviously like when you're in like middle school, high school, whatever, it's like, you want to be my girlfriend? Check yes.
Right.
No.
You send a letter or you send a text. Do you want to be my girlfriend or do you, well, obviously, right? We always want the guy to ask first.
Yeah, or you want to be my boyfriend. Like it's kind of not the case now. Like
yeah, like as an adult, now that we're adults, we're, you know, single moms, divorced, all that stuff. And so how does that work? You can tell me.
What has been your experience? Like past experiences, like.
Okay, so I dated this man and right away he was like, he didn't ask me to be his girlfriend. He just said, what did he say? He said, "Are you my babe?" And, you know, you're all like giddy and you're like, yes, I'm your babe. But I never knew what that really meant. Was it
like, do you just want to call me babe?
Are we exclusive? And I guess I should have asked that at the time, but I was so excited. I really liked this man. You know what I mean? So time went on. We were always together. We were always together, either his house or out, or we, you know, took a couple trips. And then that's it. And it was going to be, I think we were going to go on another trip. And that's when I was going to talk to him about like our relationship. Like, are we exclusive? Are you my boyfriend? I'm your girlfriend? Like what? But it just never happened. Mm-hmm. And then that's it.
That's so odd.
Yeah. The second person I dated, he was like, I remember I asked him one time, what do you want for Christmas? And I remember him saying, I want you to be my girlfriend. And I thought that was cool because, you know.
It's like more direct.
It's direct. You're not questioning it. You're not wondering. You're like, okay, we are exclusive.
Yeah.
You know? And to me, I think I like that better because I'm an overthinker. So I want to know what's going on. Like, I don't want to play guessing games. Like, we're adults, right? Mm-hmm. So, and perhaps for him, the other guy, he probably, by him saying, "Are you my babe?" For him, that was
exclusive.
For him. But for me, I was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like you said, we're not in elementary school. Like, what is it? Like, are we? So how? What about you?
Well, I've had different experiences, but a more recent one was like we were dating, you know, I was only seeing him, right? And I think we had a conversation, like, I'm like, hey, I'm not seeing anyone else, but that didn't mean we were in a relationship. That just meant we were like hanging out, right?
Just the two of you. And
then like 8 months passed and I'm still confused. Like, are you my boyfriend?
8 months is a long time.
Yeah. And I was just like, and I would ask during the time and he would be like, oh, you know, it's coming. Like if like a big event was coming, like, you know, like a proposal for marriage would be a big event, right?
Right.
But like to be my boyfriend, I didn't think it was necessary to have a big event over that.
And did it ever come?
No, because at 8 months, I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on here. Like, at this point, I'm not really sure what's supposed to be coming. And so, what's going on? Like, are we in a relationship or not? And at some point, he was like, yeah, we are. But then he said something like, wait, but I thought we were exclusive, like, after like 4 months. I thought we've been exclusive. And I'm like, really? Because we never had that conversation.
Right. That's what I'm saying. People think, and I've seen that happen where it's like you meet somebody, you start hanging out with them, and it's just you two, and then eventually it's like there was no conversation had, and it's just basically we are together. But I personally don't like that. I want to know, somos or no somos?
Like, are we, do I put applications out? We're all in an interview process.
Did I get the job or not?
We're in a promotional period. And then, like, during this waiting period, did I get the job or not? Right? Or am I hiring you or not?
Right.
But I don't know. I'm still confused about that because it just depends on the person. I think ultimately it's like having open communication with the person and going, hey, like, this is where I see this going. I see a relationship. Do you see that? What's your timeline? If you're not comfortable yet, I understand. I'll wait. But like, when's the cutoff?
Yeah.
3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Like, at some point you're wasting your time if they don't know if they want a relationship with you.
I think at our age, I don't think it should be past
6 months.
No, girl, I was going to say 3. How do you not know? It takes you 6 months to decide whether or not. Yes, perhaps maybe the 6 months you really get to know somebody. But I want, like, in 3 months, you 90 days, girl.
Like,
90 days.
I think you're right. I think 3 months would be like, okay, do I want to invest in this and make it a relationship and see where it grows? I think 3 months is reasonable. Anything below that, like a month, is too soon.
No, too soon. But you know what? Some people know in a month.
Some people do. Some people do, and it depends on the background too. But I'm thinking like a completely different stranger,
right?
Like, you get to know them, but and that's like a different story because that's between you and the person. But like, at what point do you feel comfortable introducing your child or children?
Oh no.
Like a year.
I'm gonna give myself right now. I'm saying a year for me because I introduced my daughter to my very first relationship after my divorce. If you know me, if you've talked to me, I'm the type that I would see guys and be like, you're never meeting my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, I'm sorry. That's never going to happen. And I never introduced my daughter to anyone.
Yeah.
But this person, he was my actual boyfriend. We were exclusive. And it was like, okay, I think I knew him for about 8 months or 9 months, maybe 8 or 9, when I finally was like, okay, because, for me, this person was it for me. We were going to be together for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I think it's fair that now my daughter, because she would see his name on my phone and she'd be like, who's that? How do you know him? Who do you like? She started, my girl.
Yeah.
She's very like, I want to know everything.
Involved.
Yeah. So, but I regret it and then I don't because I didn't know we were going to break up. You know what I mean? So now I feel like now I have to be a lot more careful because I do not want to be that parent that introduces their kid to just everybody and anybody. I'm not doing that. That's just that I don't judge. You want to do that? That's fine. But me, I'm not doing that to my kid.
Yeah.
So honestly, at this point, I have no clue when is the right time.
Yeah. I really have no clue either. I've had different experiences where the people I've dated have not met my children. And then in other, I have, because I see potential with them. And then I want to know, like, if they, if they connect well with my children, right? Because that's part of it. They're part of my packet. So I do want to see how they interact. But, I had a conversation with my son because he has met multiple men in my life that I have dated, because I've been single for a while. And he has met a few, right? And I told them, I'm like, we're interviewing these people. Like, it's not just me. Like, you guys are interviewing these people too. They're going to be part of my life. They're going to be part of your life in the future. And if I see a potential with them, you're going to meet them.
Right.
And don't look at me like, oh my God, here's another guy my mom's bringing, No, we're interviewing and we're going to see if this person is well,
You want your
good,
kids
it's
to
a good
be,
fit.
Right. If my daughter came to me and said, I don't like him, he makes me feel a certain way, what do? You're going to be like, done, I cut you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's my daughter's feelings.
Yeah. And I told my son, you're part of the dating process. Right. And I love you. And I don't want you to look at me like, oh my God, she failed again. No, I didn't fail again. I tried again.
Right.
I tried again. And this person had potential, amazing person. And then when it doesn't work out, I'm very honest with my son. My daughter, not so much because she's 6. She doesn't get it. But with my son, I'm very, very honest because I want him to learn from my mistakes or pick up on like what it is about the relationship that's not working. So when he's dating, he's growing with me.
But not only that, but I feel like for you, right? For me, I don't know. For you, I feel like if you keep things from him, he's going to be like, well, don't you trust me? Don't you, want to be honest with me?
Oh, he'll keep things from me too.
Right. So yes, for me, I'm more like protective for me. And I have a girl.
Well, we just have different relationships with our kids, right? Like my relationship with my son is very, sometimes I'm like, I worry that we're too equal, right? Like if we're brother and sister instead of like mom and son. But we've grown together. I had him at 24, and I wasn't a baby, but I was young. And we've grown together. And a lot of the things that, now that he has a girlfriend and he's dating and stuff like that, he's understanding things through me, through my experiences, right? So, I'll tell him, it didn't work out because this person, just didn't communicate well or didn't prioritize me, or I want someone who, doesn't have, I want someone who can communicate in a healthy manner, and this person's not. This is what a healthy manner looks like. This is what it was. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not bad people. It's just, it didn't grow anymore.
Yeah.
And I moved on.
And for instance, my daughter, she takes things very personal. Like when I tell her so-and-so hurt me or so-and-so said this about me, she gets really upset. Like she's overprotective over me. And I think that's why I don't want to bring, when that person and I broke up, she was like, I hate him. Because she would see me upset after the breakup. She'd see me upset and it's like, no, he didn't do anything to you. He didn't do anything to me. The relationship just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I'm serious. Like I tell her so-and-so said this to me. How dare, I don't like her no more. It could be anyone.
Well, it's a maturity level.
So yeah. And again, she's super overprotective. So for me, it's like, she's 13 years old, but I feel like she's still younger because I've seen some 13-year-olds that are like,
way more
holy
advanced.
crap, you're like advanced. And mine isn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't have older sisters.
Yeah.
She doesn't have older cousins.
Yeah.
So, well, she does, but my niece is super like chill. You've met my niece.
Yeah.
She's super chill. She's such a good kid. So anyways, for me, I feel like there's no way I'm going to bring anybody around her because if that doesn't work out, then okay, here comes another one. Well, if that doesn't work,
And she
like,
emotionally invests too much.
No, and she's like, nope, they hurt you. She sees it as they hurt you.
Yeah, and then like, what if you're like, you know what, they hurt me, but I hurt them, like, and we didn't intend to hurt each other. It just happened because we did miscommunicated. We're learning, and we're gonna get back together. And then now she's like, I don't like him.
Exactly.
So you can't tell her too much.
Right.
With my son, I don't tell him anything until it's done.
Right.
And then I tell him, hey, this is what happened. And I'll tell him, I'm like, don't you think I deserve, like we've gone through a lot. I've gone through a lot. Don't you think I deserve what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah. I brought this person in because I thought they were what I was looking for. And then it turned out they weren't. And we won't know unless we try.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. I don't regret it.
No, yeah. So I think for everybody it's different. I have met people that are like, hey, I have my kids. Do you guys want to go to the beach? And I'm like, No, I don't even know you.
Yeah, no. It takes
No.
time. It takes a little bit of time.
No. So I think for some people, it's not that big of a deal. Like I've heard people saying, oh, yeah, my boyfriend changes my kid's diaper. And I'm like, oh,
What?
hell to the no.
No, I'm not
And
okay with that.
It's just extremes, right? That's an
Yeah,
extreme.
yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
saying like, yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't want my daughter to meet anybody any longer because this person that I thought was the one wasn't. And I'm like, oh, I feel so disappointed. I feel like I should have never brought my daughter around him. Pero pues ni modo, right? It happened. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. You learn.
Well, did he treat her good?
Oh yeah, he was really cool with her.
Well, then there's nothing to regret.
Right. He would never, like, I don't think he would ever like treat my daughter bad. No.
Because the thing is, you can't like shield your daughter from life experiences.
I know, and I want to so bad. I just want to put her in a cage.
You
and
would
just
rather
stick
her
in my room.
Well, you would rather her learn from your experiences than actually experience them, right?
Yeah, but
So
again, I'm just gonna
it's just different approaches.
I just feel like for the next time,
Just wait.
oh yeah, for sure. Wait. I'm gonna wait as long as I can because she's very special and that's my treasure. Like I don't want to just be like, here, play with my treasure or here, have fun with my treasure. No, that's mine. She's mine and she's so special to me and that's just the way I feel, right?
Yeah.
And that's fine. Everybody feels different and I think everybody's entitled to how they feel.
There's different perspectives.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
she's
whatever you feel comfortable
She's
with.
met friends, like she met,
Guy friends.
Yeah, we've ran into my guy friends.
Yeah, and that's
like
fine.
my guy friends that I actually are my friends that I went to high school with, and I'm like, oh, Shyla, this is so and so. Shyla, this is so and so, and she's cool because I don't hang out with them. It's just
Running into
we
them.
run into them. Yeah, exactly. So, she does get into my phone and sees people's names, and she'll ask who's so and so and who's so and so, and
Yeah.
and I am half honest with her. Like I'll be like, oh, I met this person here and we're just, talking. He's my friend for now. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's all she needs to know.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So anyway, it's just different. Like new relationships and new like dating and it's I think it's harder now being our age and having kids and stuff like that. I think it's a little bit harder for me.
What do you think about dating men who don't have children?
I don't like it.
No?
No. I'll tell you why. Because have we talked about this before? I don't know, but I don't want to date a man that doesn't want to have kids. That's not my preference. Only because
Or doesn't want to have kids or doesn't have kids?
doesn't have kids.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go. 1A, like I'm not having any more kids. So if you don't have any and you want some, then I'm not the one for you. B, if you say, okay, I don't want kids, then
Did you ever want kids? Yeah.
not only that, but I have a kid. So how do you feel about that? And B, like, are you going to be okay with, me, when I have my daughter, it's just my daughter. I don't leave my daughter to go out dates or to go. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I mean, if you meet someone who doesn't have kids, who maybe always wanted kids, but let's say he couldn't have kids.
Right.
But he wanted kids. And then he meets you and he's very like understanding of your schedule. And at some point it becomes serious.
Right.
And you move in together. And now he's with you with your daughter.
Yeah.
That's okay, right?
That's absolutely.
Oh.
But
it
I don't want some mother effer to say, like this last was like, well, she has her daughter all the time. Have your daughter too. Like, stop it. Like we have kids. Like respect. Don't. You're complaining about me not seeing you because I have my daughter. Well.
And that's like a risk you take with someone who doesn't have any kids because...
No, but this person had kids.
No, I know. But I mean, I'm saying like men who don't have kids.
Yeah, you're the...
Or women who don't have kids,
You take that
right?
risk that you're going to be like, I have this going on this date. And you're like, well, no, I can't because I have my kid.
Yeah, and they don't understand.
And they're not going to understand. They're going to be like, well, why can't you find a sitter for them?
Drop them off somewhere.
Because I have my daughter 2 weeks out of the month. Mm-hmm. Ask me out on the other 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And some people get it and some people don't. And you know what? I really don't care.
And that's okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm open.
Where are you?
I'm open to both. Just I think it's individualized to the person.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if the person has kids and they're understanding, because they can have kids and still not be understanding, right?
Yeah, because maybe their schedule's a little bit more
Different, you know?
different
Yeah.
or
So
flexible.
I think I'm open to like whatever's meant to be will be as long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
So if the person doesn't have kids but doesn't want any kids but likes kids and is happy to be a part of my life with my kids and is understanding and supportive and all stuff, then I have no problem dating someone who doesn't have kids.
Yes, that I can work with that.
Yeah.
But my preference is
To have kids.
yeah, because it just makes it easier. But like you said, if you do find somebody that is like, understanding, blah 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 blah
They
blah,
exist.
then okay,
Yeah, because
sure.
There's people out there who always wanted to be a parent, but they just never had a chance to be.
Yeah.
Or maybe couldn't, right? Like maybe physically can't have kids.
Or, years went and now they're like
they don't wanna
older and they didn't
don't
find
wanna-
anybody. You
Yeah,
know?
and they don't want to start over with a little baby, so they're happy with my kids.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I get it.
So I'm okay. I'm open. I'm really open to it as long as the individual person is understanding of my circumstances, whether they have kids or don't. So that's
Yeah.
just me. But
No, there's a lot that goes into, dating when you
have children.
have children. And, again, we go back to like the whole, when do you become official? How soon, how late? I don't think there are any rules. I just think you do what is comfortable for you and what feels right for you.
Yeah. I follow this account on like Instagram. I think he has a YouTube channel too, and he like gives advice to women about men, right? Because he's a man. And he's like a bit advocate of like, if you're not official by 3 months, then move on. Move on, because he says a man knows what at 3 months if he wants to start a relationship, if he wants to be in a relationship with you or not. He also says in those 3 months to not sleep with them.
Okay.
He says wait the 3 months. If they're willing to wait for you the 3 months and still want to be with you and want you to be their girlfriend.
That is a great idea.
And I'm like, interesting. But they're like these rules, right?
Yeah.
And obviously there's exceptions to the rules. There's some people who sleep on the first date. And
they're married now.
Yeah, and they're
been
happy.
married forever.
Yeah.
So like I
So
said,
there's exceptions,
I don't
but-
think there are any rules. I agree with what he says. Like if by 3 months, a man knows. If by 3 months he doesn't,
yeah.
then 4 or 5 months, I don't think it's gonna make a big. It's like we've been together for 7 years. Are you guys thinking of getting married? Well, he's not ready. What? 7 years and you're not ready?
Like ready for
I'd be
what?
like, adios. Well, I guess that's a different podcast, and we'll go back to that. But,
yeah.
but I agree with it. Like, I think a guy, even a girl.
No, I think I'm like
both
thinking back,
parties.
like when I'm dating someone, unless it's long distance, then it takes a little bit longer. It takes a little longer when you're long distance because it takes longer
Amor
to
de
see them.
lejos, amor de pendejos, mija.
I've done it. I don't think I'll do it again.
Who would it? Oh, I was like, who? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they weren't even that far, but they were far enough, right?
Well, because guys, even girls, I'm not gonna say guys. I'm gonna say both, right? You don't know exactly what he's doing.
No.
He doesn't know exactly what you're doing. You could say, okay, good night, I'm going to sleep. And you could be getting ready to go out with your friends.
I know.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, it worked at the time because I was so busy. I was working full time. I was in my master's program, I had the kids. So it kind of worked because I didn't really have a lot of time to date. So
I remember you saying that.
So it kind of, but when like things started to settle with my life being like, it stopped being so busy. It just became apparent, that I can't do the long distance.
Yeah.
I can't, you either have to decide like, are you moving over here or am I moving over there? And I'm not moving.
That's hard. With the long distance thing, I think that's hard because you have kids and their dads are here.
Yeah.
You really think their dads are going to be like, okay, yeah, go ahead and move. And I know for sure, I know for a fact, the father of my daughter would be like, no.
I know.
She's going to stay here. And I'd be like, no, she's moving with me. And it'd be too hectic. I couldn't. I'd have to wait until my daughter's like of age where I can be like, I'm leaving.
Bye.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, dating is it's fun when you're actively dating and you don't, like when I initially got divorced and I started to date, I went on dating apps and stuff and I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun because I didn't have any expectations.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, I just want to meet people and hang out and go out and stuff like that. And I had such a blast. I met different guys, different people. Nobody ever became anything more than just let's go have a drink and maybe talk a little bit and that's it. And I had a great time.
Honestly, me too. And I think it allowed me to like learn more about myself, become more confident, get out there, experience more things. And like, after you're married for so long, you forget what it's like to meet new people, right? It's like being in a job for 20 years and then now you have to go interview for a job again.
But you know what's funny? It
feels weird.
It does feel weird. You know what's funny? When I was married, I remember I had a friend and she was in the dating world, or dating, what do you call that? Dating?
The dating pool?
Yeah, that. Whatever, I don't know.
I don't know where you swim or you swim or you sink?
And I would tell my ex-husband, I'd be like, oh my God, because she'd call me and be like, guess what? Or she'd tell me things about her dating life. And I'm like, oy, que friega, que hueva. And I'd tell my ex-husband, I'd be like, I cannot even imagine myself being single right now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, the joke's on me, bitch. The joke is on me. Like, okay, really? You don't, okay, I'm going to show you.
I had the same exact conversation with my ex-husband. With my first ex-husband, I remember we're at a Chili's and one of my friends was like having dating problems. And then I remember like talking to him and going, God, I'm so glad that's not us. Like, I really do not want to go date anyone anymore. Like, that's just like
I swear,
such a headache.
You can't throw that in the universe because the universe is going to be like, literally, oh, you don't want, let me show you.
I'm not kidding. Like a year later, we were separated. I was like, what the, did I just like manifest that?
Oh my God. So now we gotta think what we say. Like, oh, like, I don't know.
Like, I can't even imagine being married.
I
Wink.
I can't imagine being with somebody so amazing and tall and handsome and wealthy. Like, I can't even imagine that.
I can't even imagine having $1 trillion. Like, I can't even. What else? I can't even imagine being in Paris right now. Like, oh my God, no.
I can't imagine going on vacation once a month. I mean, yes, like I can't imagine that.
I can't.
Are you listening, universe?
No, we can't imagine it. Anyways, this is our episode. Anything else you want to add?
Thanks for listening. No, I'm so excited. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right. Till next time. Bye.